Welcome to FoundHER Voice Podcast, the space for bold, empowering, raw, and unfiltered conversations about business, relationships, and everything that makes us fierce. No filters, no fluff, just real talk. Season 2 is here and we're going even deeper. Get ready to own your voice, break barriers, and step into your power unapologetically. Let's get into it.
Hey everybody, welcome back to FoundHER Voice Podcast. I'm your host Valerie. If you're new here, welcome. I'm a business strategist. I love deep diving into women's businesses and just, creating blueprints to help them scale their business, brainstorming all the things. And of course, on FoundHER Voice, we love to talk about relationships and parenting and being an entrepreneur and just, all the obstacles pretty much that women face, right? Because we're all going through it. Let's face it, ladies. Yes, drop a fire down below right now because you're going through something, right? So today I did my networking event online because, of course, I thought, instead of doing it in person, let's switch it up and do it virtually because then women can show up, right? All they gotta do is click log in, come to the Zoom and, listen to what Valerie had to say because I was a guest speaker this month because I felt like, who can really talk about showing up unapologetically? Valerie, right? Yes, me. Because I'm out here trying to tell you women, stop playing small. Start showing up as your authentic self. When you become unapologetic, then you're unstoppable, baby. So do it. Stop playing by all the rules. There's no rules. There isn't. There's no normal. I feel like, you go to school, you graduate, you may or may not go to college, right? You get out of college, you get a job, or when you finish school, you get a job, right? And you may be living the life of trying to, be perfect in a sense. And, just showing up for everyone and, being quiet and doing what you're told. It's pretty much like you're programmed, right? You're programmed to do all these things. But then you hit this age where you're like, I've been doing this my whole life. Where has it gotten me? Has it got you heartache? Has it got you shut down? You're stressed out because you're showing up for everyone, but who's showing up for you at the end of the day, right? And then you hit that age and you're like, you know what? F this. So you throw that blueprint away and you get out a pen and you start writing your own blueprint of what life is supposed to look like. And when you do that, that says that you're going to show up unapologetic. You're going to show up authentic, your true self. You're going to figure out what you want in life and you're going to go for it. Yeah, some of us figure it out at a younger age and some of us figure it out at a, mid-age. Some of us figure it out at an old age. And there's some people out here that's walking around looking up at the sky and they can't figure it out to save their lives. But that's okay. Whatever. I'm just saying that, Valerie is over here rewriting all the rules unapologetically. Now she's unstoppable. And she's doing it with her red lipstick and her high heels, right? Because that's who I am. So I want to talk about this event today that I did. It was unapologetically visible, showing up unapologetically in your business. Now, if you don't have a business, that's fine because this is going to be stepping into the spotlight in your life and business, okay? So if you don't have a business, I highly recommend you start one because it's just great. It's great. I mean, some of you want to go work for your boss. You want to work 40 hours, right? And then you want the weekends off or every other weekend off, whatever the case may be. Or you can start a business and you can work 80 hours, 100 hours a week. and you're your own boss and you're working nonstop, right? Who wants to do that? Me, raise your hand, put the little high five down in the comments right now, because you're not waking up, you're not commuting, back and forth to work. You're not asking someone for an off day, or you're not showing up because your kids are sick or you're sick, right? You're not just getting 1 week paid vacation, You're running a business, so you get to do what you want. You make your own hours, and yes, you got to put yourself out there, and that's where this comes in. You have to show up every day in your business, right? So, I want to say that, you need to, one, own your voice. You need to step into your story, and you need to own your power, because your story is your power. But you have to tell your story first, because in business, when you tell your story, then other people are going to connect with you. They're going to relate to what you're going through, which is phenomenal. I love storytelling. Most people say, Valerie, you always do long form. Yes, I do long form on everything, and I need to stop that, but, give me time. Give me time, ladies. I want you to have all the information. And I do that because I want you to have it all right then and there. And there's no, questions about it. Everything's there for you to see. That's why I do long form. People do short form because they just want to throw a little bit out there, and then they want 100 DMs. If that's you, boo, you do that. But me over here, I'm going to give you all the information. Boom, there it is. Now you contact me if you want to talk more about this, right? So, tonight we're just owning our voice, ladies. And if there's gentlemen on here too, okay? So, I want to talk about why it is so important for you to be visible, okay? And that is because if people don't know you exist, how are they going to buy from you, right? So you have to be visible, right? Being visible means you have to put yourself out there. So let's do a little mindset shift real quick. So you have to stop worrying about being too much, okay? There's never too much. If people say, oh my God, I saw your reel 5 times today. Oh my God, I seen 3 posts from you today. Okay, Nancy, that's great. That's what I want you to do. But I don't just want you to see it. I want everybody else to see it too. So this is why I'm doing it. Now, Nancy, if you don't want to see all that, then there's a little 3 little dots. You just click that and you unfollow, unfriend, do whatever you need to do, honey. This ain't about you, because you're probably one of those people that's just trolling and you're not buying, you're not supporting, which that's a whole different conversation, right? And then, of course, your story and your voice are your superpowers. This is what I'm telling you. This is why I love long form, because I love to tell the story. You are not everyone. You are not for everyone. You know that saying, I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but I'm somebody's shot of whiskey. Just saying. Do you want to be a cup of tea, or do you want to be a shot of whiskey? I don't know. I'd rather be like a espresso shot at this point, because you know why? Those espresso shots, they keep me up at night. They keep me working. I love them. So think about it. Think about what you want to be. Tea, cola, water, fruit infused water, espresso, a smoothie, a shot of whiskey, a glass of wine. It's up to you, honey. You choose. Okay? And then that's your strength. Own it. Okay? And don't worry about those people that you're not for them. Because if you're not for them, then that just means that that's God's way of saying that, hey, these may be your friends and your family. They're not supporting you, but I'm going to bring you a bunch of strangers that are going to support you. Okay? Because that's how it works. You got to love that. You meet new people. You talk to them, you connect with them, you relate with them. And then next thing you know, they're buying your product, they're buying your service, which is, it's just heartwarming because you look at, man, how can this person support me? And they've just met me. And here I have this person that's been my best friend since, we'll say, kindergarten or something. And they're all about, well, what am I getting for free? Oh yeah, I saw your post the other day. And they just kept on going. It does not cost anything to support your friends and family that are business owners. Let's clarify that right now. It's going to their social medias. It's liking the post. It's commenting the 4 words. At least 4 words, okay? And then an emoji. It is sharing. Now, there's a lot of people that are like me that does not share a lot of things because, that's their page and they just don't want to fill their page up with a bunch of stuff, right? But, if they like the post and they comment on the post, then that's great, okay? And then, of course, if they have podcasts, go to their podcast. You don't have to listen to the whole thing. I'm not asking you to listen to the whole thing. But you can, listen to a few minutes here, comment something. Fast forward, comment something. Just take tidbits and bits here and there. Because I know everybody can't sit down and just sit out here and like and comment and share and post everything, right? It's fine. We're all living busy lives, okay? But you can help here and there. And here and there really boost those algorithms. So let me tell you, those business owners are going to love you for it. And if you are a business owner, you make sure to reply to every comment. I don't care if it takes you all night. You reply to everything, okay? And if you can't reply to everything, then that tells me that you're really busy, and that's good that you're getting that many comments, and you need to go hire somebody just to take care of that, okay? So there you go. Now, visibility strategies. Let's talk about that one. Showing up consistently. Now, I will say Valerie has a hard time with this. As you know, I say the podcast is supposed to be out Wednesday morning. Whew! Lord help me. I'm supposed to post in my group 2 to 3 times a week and give those ladies value. I'm supposed to be on all these social media sites posting, right? 2 or 3 posts a week or whatever. I'm supposed to be doing carousels and I'm supposed to be doing stories. And I'm one person. And I'm sitting over here trying to homeschool this little boy. We talked about it, this little country bumpkin, okay? We're through the first week. And let me just tell you, he's telling me no every other day that he ain't doing this. So then we're having that argument, right? And he's like, nope, I'm not going to do that today. Buddy, what? Don't you dare tell me we ain't going to do something, because then I have to get smarter than he is. And then I have to be like, okay, how can I trick him into doing this, right? So then I have to find a fun thing to do. And then I have to go back and try to shift it where it's back on the assignment, right? But we are learning as we go, and it doesn't matter. It does not matter if he doesn't want to do something in a day. It doesn't matter if he gets mad. We just redirect. Because, it's hard when you don't know something and when you're trying to learn something and you can't get it at first. Sometimes it's just nice to take that break, right? So that's what we're doing. We're just taking breaks here and there and getting him ready for the next thing that he needs to learn. And, it's videos, it's computer stuff, it's assignments on the paper, whatever it may be. And then, of course, it's outside learning because, we love outside learning. Let me just tell you that. It's wonderful. And then you throw in, trying to feed these kids and then doing the laundry, keeping this house halfway clean, right? Because let me tell you, these kids will drag out 100 toys in a day. They have to have 100 snacks a day, right? So it's hard, like trying to do everything in your business, trying to be the best mom that you can possibly be, and then showing up for all the other people, right? So that's what I'm talking about. Like, you have to be consistent, so you have to make out a schedule. Making out a schedule is going to help you be consistent. So be consistent. Make a schedule out if you need that, okay? I know I live by schedules. I have like 4 calendars here. 2 on the wall right in front of my desk now, right? Why do I need 2? Because they have different things on them, okay? And then leverage your network for introductions, right? So you want to use the networks that you're in to connect with those people, to possibly have them introduce you to more people, right? So you can get your business out there. And then, of course, share your story. Every once in a while, you want to share your story because there's going to be new people looking at you on all the different socials that you're on. You're going to be meeting new people out there in the public. So, you can keep the same elevator pitch and use it, or you can change it up depending on the person that you meet. I highly recommend you change it on the person that you meet, Introduce yourself, see what they do, and then you tell what you do. Do not push your service or your products when you first meet them. Do not do that, okay? Just see them. Let them talk to you, Let them, share with you what they're going through or whatever, and then you connect with them, You know what to do. If you don't, DM me. We'll have that conversation, okay? And then, of course, collaborate with other women to amplify the reach. Yes, this is what I'm saying all the time. Women need women. Are you listening to me right now? All the women, put that little woman emoji down there in the comments right now. Because I'm telling you, when you guys come together, you're unstoppable. Not every one of us knows everything, but we all know something, and we're all good at something, let me tell you. And when we all get together, woo, the fire it's like you just throw oil or gasoline or diesel or something on the fire and it just, okay? That's what happens when you get a bunch of women together. I love that. I love round tables. I love networking. I love meeting new women. And then, of course, I love having women on this podcast because, like I always say, sometimes they will share with you their story. Sometimes they hold back. But then when the camera shuts off, then they want to just open up. And sometimes I feel like it's that imposter syndrome or, they're not ready to put their story out there. And that's fine. I'm not going to push them, And, people that want to come on the podcast, they're always like, hey, Valerie, can you send me a list of the questions that you're going to ask me? No, I cannot. Because what it is, it's 2 women sitting down just having a conversation. And it's getting recorded. That's pretty much what it is, okay? Because I want them to feel as comfortable as they possibly can. I want them to share the obstacles that they've faced. I want them to share the good, the bad, the ugly, the nasty, all the stuff, right? Because I want women to see that, just because you have a business, it's not perfect. Nothing in life is perfect. No, it's not. It's what you make of it, right? So, ladies, just make sure that you are coming together. You're connecting. You're sharing each other's names into your own communities. And of course, like I have a calendar in our Facebook group where I want these women to share the events and stuff that they're doing so I can put it on this calendar. Do they do it? 9 times out of 10, no, they do not. Why? Right there. I just gave you a calendar where you can put your event, your virtual event, in-person event, an event coming up that you're going to go to. throw it on there, right? So other women can go connect, but they won't do it. They won't do it. I don't understand it, because let me tell you, if somebody came to me and said, hey, Valerie, I have a calendar over here with this group of women. If you're having an event, can you tell me about it so I can let these women know about it? I'm going to be like, hell yeah. Hell yes. Hold on. I got you a whole damn list of events coming up. Let me go ahead and just email that to you right now. Like, ladies, this is to help you. But there again, you can take a horse to the water, but you can't make it drink it, right? So it is what it is. Not everyone is going to have that heart like you do, right? You put it out there, you put it out there, you put it out there, and you just do you, boo, after so long. If they want to share the events, they know to message me. If they don't, that's fine. No big deal. No hurt feelings, right? That's on them, not me. All right. So let's talk about stop hiding in your life, right? So sometimes we shrink ourselves, not just in business, but also at home and in relationships. Oh my goodness. I feel like right there, that's a whole episode, right? So you have to show up for you first, right? Because you have to be at your best before you can pour into all the others, right? And you know this. Yes, you need people to pour into you so you can pour into others so you can create that ripple effect, right? But honestly, I have learned that it doesn't matter how much you pour into someone's cup. Their cup has holes in it, or their cup has cracks in it and it's leaking. So you're never going to be able to fill that cup up, okay? So you just realize that, hey, this is them. They're not like you. And you just do you, right? You do you. And if you know, you know. That's all I'm going to say, okay? So, if there's a little cup or something, a little glass, I think there's like a glass of milk, glass of water or something, drop that emoji down there right now. Because I would love to see that. How many of us women pour into others and you just don't get that back from them? Anyone, right? It's just like, when is enough enough? Okay? Because I'm always over here like, what the hell? Like, the duct tape is just not fixing this glass. And, you can put some glue on there or something. That's not fixing the cup, the glass, nothing. So, you have to decide, is a broken glass or a glass with cracks, a glass with holes, is it worth it? I don't know. That's your call. That is your call. But, sometimes you just have to throw away what's broken and get a new one, right? I'm just saying, sometimes, but I'm not going to, say you have to throw it away. I'm just saying, you have to do what's best for you, okay? And, as a woman, we have so many hats that we put on. I feel like in 2025, we just want to be in our feminine energy. Like, we just want to show up as a true woman. We don't want to carry the whole load, right? So, I feel like if there's a laundry basket down in those emojis, you need to drop that right now, okay? Drop that. Because, honey, I know that I'm getting to where I hate to do the dishes. And I don't even do the dishes. It is rinsing them off and putting them in the dishwasher, right? And then unloading them, putting them all away. Like, who puts dirty dishes in the dishwasher? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you who. That man. And I don't like that. I want all the dishes rinsed off, right? I want it pre-washed. And he tries to tell me, Valerie, there's a pre-rinse or pre-wash, whatever, on the dishwasher. Just hit that. Okay, that's like what? 2-3 gallons of water, and that's an extra 15 to 20 minutes. I don't have that much time. That's what I say anyway. So, anyway, moving on, Valerie. I want you ladies to know that it is okay to set those boundaries, okay? Because you have to set them at home. Because I'm going to tell you, your home life, I feel like 9 times out of 10 is going to tell how your business is going to be, okay? How you're going to show up in your business. So saying that, in other words, and if you have somebody that is pouring into you as you are pouring into everybody else, if, the people around you are keeping you happy, they are helping you in your life, then you are going to be happy and you are going to be showing up for your business. You are going to be showing up more for your customers, your clients, and so forth, right? So, you have to, I always say, what is it? Happy wife, happy life. Some of us aren't married. I'm just saying. But, you're in that committed relationship. So, I guess you could say happy girlfriend, happy life, right? Happy partner, happy life, whatever. You know what I'm saying. Okay. So, set those boundaries. You have to protect your energy at all costs. And do it without guilt, too. Don't feel sorry. If you don't want to do something, you say no. It's easy. I've learned that. So I'd be like, okay, well, I got to do this, but let me change this because you want to do this. No. Nope, not doing that no more. Too old for that. That's what I say. So you know what? I have a schedule. Like I just told you, I have 4 calendars. They're all visible in this house. If you come to me on the day of and you say, hey, let's go do whatever. And if I have something planned, I'm going to say, go look on that calendar. Or if I don't have anything planned 9 times out of 10, I'm still going to tell you, go look at that calendar, right? Because you should already know if I'm free or not. And it depends on what it is, whether I'm going to change what I'm doing. Because let me just tell you, doing all the things, and it's at the end of summer right now, if this man comes home and says, you want to take a boat ride? Don't tempt me with a boat ride, because I'm just saying, we love to go on the boat. And these kids, they love to be on the boat too. So, usually, if it's not an event or something, I will highly move around what I have to do to go out on the boat. But anything else, I'll be like, no, but you can take the kids and go. Yes, you can. Here you go, honey. And don't forget to stop at the Wendy's and get them that Happy Meal. Just saying, right? So set your boundaries, ladies. Don't feel guilty, okay? All right. So let's own our stories, okay? You have to own your story. If you're going to show up unapologetically, you have to own your story, okay? The world needs to see you, the real you, okay? The imperfected, the unpolished, the unapologetically just you, right? That's what they want to see. They don't want to see this, oh, let me set everything up, make it perfect. Let me make sure this is this and this is that. And, let me cut all the bloopers out because I don't want them to see it. And, oh, I said this like this, but it was supposed to be like that. Who cares? Just roll with it. Just roll with it. Just be you. Because people's going to be like, damn, she actually showed up as herself. Like she did not give a, and it's good because people can relate. Like she's being herself. It's good. Be yourself. Be yourself, girls. All right. And by showing up authentically, you give others the permission to do the same. Whether that's your kids, your clients, your circle, in your relationship, right? And I really want to go straight into the kids first. Let them just be kids. Stop trying to say, oh, well, they should be doing this by this age. Oh, they have to do this. Oh, they should already known that. They should have already learned that. Oh my God, they're this age and they're not doing this. Really? No, they're not. Because they're being their true self. They're going to learn it. They're going to learn it. They're just not learning it right this minute. And who says they have to learn it right this minute? They don't. They don't. Okay? And let your clients see you. Do the reels that show what you do before if you have a brick and mortar, before you go to your business. Or, do a reel of you getting ready in the morning. Or, just something throughout the day that is just like, they don't get to see that, right? Or maybe you coming home to 10 loads of laundry, right? Or something goes wrong. Or, say you're, I don't know, I guess I print shirts. Say I put an image on the back and it was supposed to go on the front type deal, right? And talking about images, I told you girls that there's going to be a new shirt every week, right? What do you think about this one? CEO, whoop, whoop. You can go right now to FoundHERCircle.com and you go to the closet, I think it is. I think that's the tab. And you can order this shirt. So it's black with the white or it's white with the black. Either or. But I was like, hell yes. Yes, I love this. I can't wait to get the hat made. Oh, I'm going to be CEO everywhere. You're going to know it. Like, if it's not Found Her Voice, if it's not Found Her Circle, it's going to be CEO. Anyway, let's direct that. So, just do those reels, do those posts, and, don't be afraid of them. Okay? And of course, in your relationship, in your circle, with your friends and family, let them know that, you're having a hard time and you need help. Because everybody needs help. Let's just face it, we can't do it all. Okay? And it's okay to ask for help at all times. And when I say own your story and, that helps others, own their story, it gives others permission to show up unapologetically. I just want to say that when you do that, you open the doors for so many other women. Because there are so many women out here that are still hiding from their true self. They're still faking it till they make it. They're being taught to fake it till they make it. So you see all these ads coming across these social medias where, oh my God, I just hit, what was the other one? There's one that I seen. She just hit $11 million in digital sales. And I'm like, honey, I hope you did. But then you go to the next one and oh my God, they just had a $50,000 income for the month off one ebook. That's great. I hope you did. But I tell you this because so many times that I've bought these courses, that I've dug deep into this, they're not all doing as good as what they say. I'm just saying. Okay? So be careful with those type of people, okay? So them, putting out all these reels and posts and, they're making all this money and they're all flashy and stuff. They may be, but they forgot to tell you that, they're 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years into their business. They're making it look like, oh, they just started and then, in a couple of years, they got to $5 million. I don't know, ladies. I don't know. I'm just saying, as a small business owner, I don't think you need to really fake it till you make it. I don't. I think you just need to start showing up as you. Build your communities. Put yourself out there. Put your business out there. And you doing that, that is showing the universe that, you are doing what you was made to do. So the universe is going to send you the clients. Okay? So, be yourself. Be yourself. Now, choosing yourself without apology. Yes, yes. Visibility is about making decisions aligned with your vision, even when others don't understand them, because it's your vision, right? Others don't have to see what you see. They see something totally different, and their minds don't work like yours. So they're not going to get why you're doing this way and not that way, right? It's okay. It's okay. And then you can't lead a business, a family, or a movement if you're constantly last on your list. This is where you have to fill your own cups up, ladies. Always make sure you are doing something for you. I don't care if it's 10 minutes out of the day. Do something for you that you love. Okay? Always. Every day, no matter what. All right, let's talk about action steps for your life and your business. So, you're going to start sharing your personal wins. When you win, when you make a sale, make a reel about it. Oh my God, I just sold this. Or, oh my God, did you see this? Screenshot it. You can mark out all the information, whatever. But yes, this is my whatever sale of the day or sale of the week or whatever. Or, hey, I just met my goal for the week. Do a little reel about it. People want to see you winning in life, honey. Women love to see other women winning because that shows them, hey, if she's doing this, I can do this too, right? And of course, those struggles like, oh my God, I just messed up. Oh my God, I didn't put myself out there enough this week to hit my goal of 50 sales or, whatever the case may be. And people is going to connect with you on your journey, not just your results, okay? Because, I always thought that, when you get to the destination, that's the big win, right? It's not. It's the journey getting there. It's crazy how that works, right? Okay. And then also, speak up for what you need in your personal life, not just your professional life. So, ladies, if you're needing help at home, if you're needing help with something, you have to speak up. Me personally, I know I can't do this. I try and I try and I try, but something in me, I just can't do it. Just can't. I keep trying though, but I just say, in my personal life, we'll just take like at home, for instance, you can look around and you can tell what needs to be done. I mean, it's obvious. If there's dishes in the sink, well, then they need to go in the dishwasher. You need to check the dishwasher. If the dishwasher is full and they've been washed, then you need to put them away and reload it. If there's piles of laundry, then they need to be started, right? If there's toys everywhere all over the house because the kids made a mess again for the 15th time, well, then they need to be picked up and put away, right? So it's just the little things in life. You can look around in your home life and you can see the visible stuff that needs to be done. Like, you shouldn't have to ask for these types of things to be done. Just speak up, tell them what you need, tell them what needs to be done if they're not doing it. And then, you know what, if they still don't do it, well, then you've got some decisions to be making, right? All right. And commit to one bold act of visibility this week. Okay? So something that you've been putting off doing, do it. Do it. Show up. Do it. Okay? So, have the hard conversations, ladies, that you've been avoiding. Go live on your social medias. Share a story. Share your story. Say yes to the thing that scares you the most. Or no to what's draining you. Of course, whatever is draining you in life, always say no, honey. It's enough. It is enough. Because if you don't say no now, it's just going to keep draining you, okay? You don't want that. So, when you step into the spotlight, you give other women permission to do the same. So do it. Do it today, okay? That's your thing. Tomorrow, when you wake up, you're going to start showing up. You're going to be more visible. You're going to, do the things that scare you in your business. Because that's going to help elevate you. Elevate. Yes, we want to elevate. All right. Now, let's see here. I believe for that because, of course, the event, it broke out into little sessions where the ladies can network or do whatever, talk about their businesses, just create those bonds, okay? Because you got to connect, ladies. All right, so September is virtual also, okay? So if you want to get the details for that event, go to www.foundhercircle.com. The event is on there, okay? And of course, don't forget to check out the closet. Look at the new t-shirt that's on there, all right? Of course. And then last week's t-shirt should be on there. The, The and then breakable, stoppable, apologetic, forgettable. I think that's what it says, okay? And then, of course, I want you all to go like FoundHER Circle on all the socials. Follow the page. If you are a woman entrepreneur, I highly recommend you get into that FoundHER Circle Facebook group. Show up, ladies. Show up. Because when you show up, other women show up. And then you know what happens when we all show up. That's throwing gasoline onto the fire. Okay? We become unstoppable. Let's do this. I mean, what are you ladies waiting for? I'm over here just waiting. I'm over here trying to get my own jug of gasoline. I'm just pouring it on myself at this point. Okay? That's okay. That's okay, ladies. Because I'm sure some of you can relate. You just keep showing up, right? And then, of course, on the FoundHER Circle website, my amazing Cam, she designed that website, and it is all about community. It's all about growing, connecting, empowering, thriving all together. And the reason there is a membership on there is one, to help you ladies show up in that website, but also because it puts your website on that running board, on that front page. So anybody that goes to FoundHER Circle's website and they see your logo running across that running board, they can click on it and it goes directly to your link, where you are, where you want them to show up at, where to find you, whatever. So that is like advertisement right there. That's what that is, okay? So that's why there's a membership, but also because, you know what? I feel like you pay for value, and that website is all about value. So, of course, there's a membership in there, okay? And of course, Valerie's always looking for panelists for FoundHER Circle. Yes, ladies, I need panelists. So if you have value, which you all do, okay? But if you want to share that value, please come talk to me, okay? Just found me. You can go to FoundHER Circle's website and email me on there, or you can just shoot me a quick email at hello@foundhercircle.com, okay? Whichever. And of course, always remember you are the storm, unapologetic, unstoppable, and you are rewriting all the rules in red lipstick and heels. Now, that's my slogan, but you can change it. You can say that you're rewriting all the rules in red lipstick and boots. Now, I'm not going to say who said that to me the other day, but I thought it was cute because I love boots too. They had combat boots on. But me, I personally like some cowboy boots. I do. I'm going to find me some red ones. I found some. I need to order them. I need everything in red, ladies. Red, red, red. This is the red season. Yes, it is. So, red lipstick, red heels, red flats, red flip-flops, red sandals, red boots. Red, red, red. Okay? And I need to find me some, I don't wear earrings. I don't wear jewelry. But I found these really cute little red high heel earrings last month on this website. And I ordered them because I was like, oh my God, red high heels, let's go. Ordered them, got the package in, and I was like, what is this? Because it was a big package, and I was like, I didn't order nothing like this. And I opened it, and they had sent me a t-shirt that was like extra small and wouldn't even covered up my tatas, okay? So I was like, what the hell am I going to do with this? Like, it comes to like, right here, okay? I was like, no, But I know a little girl that would probably wear that, so I'll give that to her. But I was like, man, all I wanted was my earrings. And I emailed them, and you know what they said? Oh, we're sorry. We'll refund your money. I don't want a refund. I want my earrings, right? So I have to go look for my earrings again. And of course, I feel like I want some little mics. If I can find little red microphones, oh, that'd be so cute. I love it. And if you didn't see, I finally got my little decal on my mic. I love it. If you need me, please email me. Comment below. Like, subscribe, follow. Do all the things that I need you to do, because that is showing that you guys do care. And you're showing up for me. You're supporting me. And I love that. And if I can support you in any way, let me know. Okay? And of course, if you want to be a guest on FoundHER Voice Podcast, reach out to me. Okay? It's very easy to be a guest. You just have to fill out a form. I just have to look at it. We have to make sure that we're on the same path, the same line of topics. I can't have somebody coming in here talking about off the wall stuff, right? Can't do that. So anyway, until next time, ladies, I will see you then. Make sure that you check out the sponsors after this. Cam, her wonderful website, and then my girl Lincoln, Twistedly Bougie Hair. She's got you for all the extensions, all the bleaching. She is like a platinum expert, is what I'm going to say. And of course, I really, really highly recommend Lincoln, because nowadays there are so many kids that are autistic, and Lincoln is just absolutely amazing with those children. I'm telling you, she takes her time. She does not rush these children. So I'm just saying, ladies, if you know of a family, that has an autistic child, please reach out to her. But we are in Kentucky. Okay? She's down there in Richmond. So show her some love. And of course, if you need your website looked at, you need it redone, you need a new website, you need logos made, you're going to reach out to Cam, because she is phenomenal. I love her. She's my sister. Yes, she is. And till next time, see you then.
It's your time to grow. Get started with Little Pot Design Studio today.